stay here. This will be cool, you'll like it. So, welcome back. Here we are again today. The General is running great because, you know, it's awesome. What I did lately is we can see the dash is out, the gauge cluster. Lots of wires everywhere. Anyway, the temperature gauge wasn't working, and I replaced the sending unit and traced the wire a million times, and then I finally just got the gauge out and tested it. It was dead, which, you know, don't know how that happened, but it doesn't matter, it's dead. So I ordered a new one, and here's the gauge cluster. It's out. I was gonna check something on this speedometer. I've got a spare one, but you can't even get into it, but my needle just bounces a lot too much. It's annoying. How these work is they're a positive ground. So you just hook the positive up, and the wire goes to the gauge is actually the negative. So, yeah. I was thinking maybe that board was bad, but I happen to have a spare one. It wasn't. So now all I have to do is wait for that gauge to get back and then put it all back together. So last time we spoke, I was looking at replacing this gauge, and look what happened. First, I got this little handle, $30 for this, which I gotta say is a little expensive. But here is my new OER gauge temperature. Careful not to break it. Okay, got some little nuts on the back. I'll lose that. Take these off. Kind of annoying, but okay. Happy to put it all back together because honestly it's been kind of a pain. Alright. Here it is. Beautiful. Let's give it a test. So what you do is, I want to scratch this at all. Be bad. I'm just going to use this little trickle feed thingamabob and give it a shot, maybe. And all I should do is, if you have it hooked up to one or the other, I forget which one it is, but it'll peg the needle. So it's kind of loose. Huh. Probably won't matter. Oh, don't break it. These aren't loose. Why is this loose? I put the other one in storage, so I don't know what the original one looked like. But I believe this one needs positive. This one needs negative. Let's see. Yep. So see, it pegs the gauge when you do that. And normally the sending unit will figure that out. If you could see that. So you just hit hook positive to this side, negative to this side, and it should peg the gauge if it works. Okay, so the gauge is good. Let's unplug it. And then put it back in the old thingy here. Maybe. Put those nuts on the back. And good news is I already had the new stickers on it, so the new gauge doesn't look out of place now. And how it works is this circuit board on the back here, it connects all of them together. So looks like I'm missing a nut for that one. I'll have to find out where I put it. But there it is, back in there. I'll tighten that up, and then the next point you see me will be putting it back in the car, which is a mess of wires. I'll show you really quick. This here's my dog. Move, dog. Move, move, move. If you look right here, it's kind of a mess of wires, so I got to refigure that all again. Shouldn't be that difficult. And then we'll put it all back together, and it'll be good to go, and I'll have temperature again, which isn't, you know, super critical, but kind of is. I like to know if it's overheating at all. So ain't it beautiful? Thanks for watching. Alright, so we're in here in the general, of course. Got all this wiring everywhere. And I got the gauge cluster right here. I also got another 12-volt socket I want to put in, which will be cool. Then I won't have to plug it into the original ashtray, which is how I have my Nova, which I've never liked. Got all these wires hanging everywhere, but let's see if we can reassemble this. Alright, hopefully you can see me. I got this light on my head, but it should be alright. All I'm going to do is reattach the gauge cluster then, now that I replaced the temperature gauge. I believe I already tightened these. I did. Goody, goody, goody. You've got right here, you've got like the windshield wiper stuff. This is the main, these two ones that everybody always cuts, which is annoying. In the back of the gauges, you don't need to hook anything to. And then that one piece hits there. Hook the tach back up, the speedometer back up, headlights, etc. So, here we go. I'm sure it won't be easy, because it's never easy. Oh, you know what I should do? Is put some kind of a towel on here so it doesn't scratch the hell out of that, which I probably already did. All right. All right. Give me another one. Then lean it right there. Start reattaching. Whoa! What you doing, boy? We'll go. I've got it most of the way in. I just need to check it now. And you can see there's power back to there. And when I turn the key, and I tested the blinkers and the headlights and all that wonderful stuff. So all I got to do is make sure it works, fit it back in, and put the black screws back in. Hey, so look what I just installed. It's a Garmin, but it's got a backup camera now. See? That's the exhaust. Pretty cool. I'm gonna go for a spin. There he is. Oh, we're speeding. Show video. See? Now it just switches to that. So I can have it on whenever I want. And it's wireless, which is awesome. Temp gauge working, all the gauges working, except for I just decided to disconnect the speedometer because it was just wobbling all over the place. And now that I have a Garmin on it anyway, it doesn't matter. And I don't have to use my phone for it like I was. So, that's cool.